Xander Zayas just became the youngest current boxing champion at 22 years old after defeating Jorge Garcia Perez for the WBO Super Welterweight title. Zayas is a guy who's been promoted real well by Top Rank over the years, and we kind of just knew that a title shot was coming real soon for him. We hoped to see him fight Fundora or Ortiz, but that really never came through. Now Zayas looked good last night, obviously since he won the title, but the guy he was facing just did not seem that good. Typical of Top Rank fighters when they win their first belt. It's usually for a vacant belt against a guy that we really never even heard before. So it brings up the question, just how dangerous is Xander Zayas? Not dangerous enough. A lot of people were getting confused last night on Instagram and Reddit when we were saying that he can't hang with the top dogs at 154. He can't hang with Fundora, Ortiz, or Bakram. That's not hating at all. I'm not hating on Zayas at all. He seems like a good dude. I'm just keeping it real. Zayas is a good fighter for 22 years old. He has a lot of potential going forward, but right now in these next 1 or 2 years, he doesn't have the power to make Fundora, Ortiz, or Bakram, definitely not Bakram, respect Zayas. The defense, he was getting tagged a bit last night, which is okay. It's his first title fight. He's still young. I'm not going to overreact on that. But if people are going to say, oh yeah, he could beat the guys at 154 right now, he can't. He can't. He has a lot of holes open to him. He's probably the weakest champion right now at 154. All right, he just doesn't have it in him to beat a guy like Fundora. Fundora, his reach and height alone is a problem for anybody at 154. He's a freak of nature. Unbelievable. A guy like that is fighting 6'6". He's the tallest boxing world champion. Usually when you hear of tallest boxing champions, it's the heavyweight division. No, he's 154, 50 pounds less than the heavyweight division. He's a freak of nature. That alone is a threat. That alone is a problem for anybody to face. On top of that, usually when you see guys that tall cutting that so much weight, they're slower. They don't have the stamina. But Fundora, he seems like a complete fighter at this point. He has everything to him now. He even has the power. He's getting better every fight. But the thing that really sticks out to me with Fundora, and I've seen this in his last 3 fights, his jab and his volume is incredible. His volume is insane. He has so much, well, I should say his volume is so high. His output with his punches is so high. And that is very good. He's just always on top of you. And he's a good inside fighter. 6'6" fighting at that lower division, usually you shouldn't be fighting inside. And when he got knocked out, his first loss ever, he was trying to fight inside. But he got better. He's getting so much better every fight. Fundora is going to be a problem for a while, I'm telling you. I don't see Zayas beating Fundora. I definitely don't. We look at Virgil Ortiz. That style is terrible for Zayas. Pressure fighter, going to walk you down. A tough fighter Ortiz is. I think Ortiz could actually stop Xander Zayas. So you got to stay away from Virgil Ortiz. I don't see Zayas beating Virgil Ortiz right now. And then we, of course, have Bakram. What a terrible matchup for Zayas. And I'm pretty sure, Top Rank and Zayas is going to want to avoid Bakram. A lot of people at 154 are going to try to avoid Bakram. And I don't blame you. We saw what he did to Zoo. Bakram is a dangerous, brutal Russian fighter, right? When you're Russian, you're usually a brutal fighter. You usually want to stay away. He's going to try to take Zayas' head off. And if I was Zayas, I was Top Rank, I would try to avoid the IBF for now. I would try to stay far away from Bakram. I think Bakram has the abilities to become unified at 154. I think Bakram has the abilities to beat anybody at 154. Ortiz, Fundora. So, of course, he's not beating Bakram. So, that's what I'm just trying to say. I'm just trying to keep it real. I have my reasonings why he can't beat those guys. It's not hating. But, I'm asking the question, how dangerous is Xander Zayas? He's not that dangerous. He's not really that dangerous. He can't beat any of their champions. Of course, Terrence Crawford, he's the WBA champion, but he's going to be bumping up to 168. We're probably never going to see Terrence Crawford at 154 again. I don't even know why they haven't stripped him yet. He obviously just can't beat Terrence Crawford. So that's obviously common sense. And then we look at some contenders. I mean, we see Israel Madrimov. I think he has the abilities to beat Xander Zayas as well. So that's what I'm just saying. I can't hate on the guy. I'm just keeping it real. He's 22-0, 13 wins by knockout. So the power's questionable if he's going to be able to keep guys off him, make guys respect him. That's such an important thing. I include that in all my videos when I talk about, newer fighters, newer champions, prospects. They got to have power because in this boxing world now, there's a lot of pressure fighters. They're going to walk you down, and we have too many guys also relying on the Philly shell trying to keep defense. But what happens when you actually have somebody come inside? We saw with Shakur Stevenson and Zepeda. Shakur Stevenson, one of the best defensive fighters ever. But he didn't have the power to keep Zepeda off him, so Zepeda was on him all night. Now Shakur is a more skilled fighter to be able to beat him. But Zayas ain't like that. right? But my question with Shakur, I was questioning, like, is he going to have that power to make Tank respect him if he fought Tank? Because Tank's going to be on you all night. He's not no Zepeda. Tank has the power to hurt Shakur. And if Shakur is just going to rely on that Philly shell on the ropes all night, it's going to be a bad night for Shakur. He needs to make Shakur respect him, or he needs to make Tank respect him. So that's why I'm trying to, use that same logic to Zayas. I use that same logic with a lot of fighters, whether I like them or not, whether I think they're really good or not. I think Zayas has a lot of potential, a big future in the sport. 22 years old. That's awesome. The youngest current boxing champion. Obviously, he has a good path ahead of him. But how dangerous is he right now? Not that dangerous, folks. Not hating at all. Let me know what you guys think down below. What's next for him? I don't know. I think they should try to stay away from unification bout right now. I think they should feed him another mandatory, another top 10 contender. He needs a lot to work on. Make sure to leave a like, comment down below what you guys think of Xander Zayas. What's next for him? I'm out, guys. Peace.